Ith bagged. So this is what this is what we're gonna be working with today. One of my favorite shoots ever. This is kind of what this is the shoot that helped me create the preset that I use now as like my style, quote unquote. So great car. I like the color's really cool. So I'm just gonna turn down the audio in my ear because it's really throwing me off while talking. So I'm just gonna do this. I think you guys can still hear me. Hold on. Yeah, you guys can still hear me. Cool. All right, so go ahead and tell your friends, your family that I am gonna be editing some very sick photos today or tonight. I mean, as you can see, it's just super cool wheels. Let's get to developing this real quick. Super sick. You got some 7K on here. That's one of my favorite. I think that's my favorite wheel company. They're not like super big yet or out there. So it they're kind of cool. It's a hipster, or it's the hipster wheel company. So I think I'm gonna I might have a better idea. I might turn down the latency a little bit on YouTube depending on how bad the lag is. But you know what? I'm just gonna start going for it in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go on Instagram real quick. So we'll just look at this so people can kind of see what we're dealing with today. Tell everybody a boy's live. I think those two viewers are me, possibly. Yeah, let me just turn up my volume a bit. Here, I'll just fast forward a little bit so people kind of see what. So I could kind of hear what I sound like right now. You can call me the Bob Ross of Lightroom. There's no such thing as bad pictures. Man, there is no one watching right now. Not yet. On Instagram. No one saw that, really. Nice. Well, everybody that's in the chat, just tell me if you're there and if you're ready for me to start going, because without further ado, I will start if I do get the go ahead. Here, I wonder if I can get some music. I want to get some music going real quick. Here, I'm just gonna go. There we go. That way you might be able to hear me better when I go to scene 2, or the black scene. You can hear me better. Or not. Here, I'm going to get rid of this one. Can I get rid of this? I don't even know how to get rid of this, honestly. Let me see what I got going on right here. Audio input capture. Nice. Okay, so that's what I need to do. Oh, nice. There we go. Audio input capture. Perfect. Let's see if we can get some music going real quick. Got my Need for Speed Heat playlist. We'll get some lo-fi going up in here for you guys. Oh, well, we're gonna get some beats going on here actually. I'm just gonna type in beats. My audio sounds weird. Oh well, I'll just deal with it. Maybe I can actually fix it. All right, that should do it. Beats by Dre. Beats for workout. Let's see if that gets anything going. Gym beats. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. You know, we'll just do some lo-fi. Yeah, I think this is the actual mic that I need to use. Here, I'll drop that one. Oh, I think I found the secret. Alright. There we go. Sweet. Alright, let's get some beats going on now. Playlist. Lo-fi beats. 6,000 followers. I dig that. I wonder if you guys can hear it. Alright, I'm just gonna do a couple more things here. Here, I want to see if you guys can hear that real quick on the live stream. I can hear myself talking. Alright, we'll get this figured out. It's about to be the Audio output capture. Create new. I don't know if this is it. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of crap. Media source. Is this? Oh no, I don't want that. Here, now let's see if you guys can hear this. Is this? Oh no, I don't want that. Here, now let's see if you guys can hear this. Nope, still can't hear it. I'm going to try this audio output capture again. Cancel that. Here, maybe if I turn this. Ooh, I think I just found the magic button. Alright, here, figure this out real quick. Cancel that. Here, maybe if I turn this. Ooh, I think I just found the magic button. Nope. Alright. You guys still can't hear anything. I need to figure this out. Alright, I'm going to add another audio input. Yeah, let's try that. Built-in input. Alright, bear with me for a second. Yeah, let's try that. Built-in input. Alright, bear with me for a second. I think you guys are picking that up through my headphones. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna quit that for now, actually. You know what? Or should I just figure this out? There has to be a way to do this. I will get this figured out. I'll take 2 more minutes and then I'm done. I quit. All right. Just for some testing real quick. Testing, testing, testing. Hello, hello. I think I found the secret ingredient. Hello, hello, hello. Testing. Testing, testing, testing. Hello. There we go. I dig that. All right. So I guess no more music. All right. I'm going to see who's in this chat real quick. All right, sweet. Well, here all the. Without further ado. All right. All right, here we go. Editing. If bagged. Just gotta slap that on the screen real quick. Alright, so we are going to be editing this car today, except a brand new photo. One that didn't quite make the cut, but we could still use it. I like this one. That's a cool one. Oh, you know what? Let's do this one. So this is the photo that we are going to be editing tonight. So I guess the first step would be kind of examining the picture, seeing what colors we're dealing with. So we have a blown out sky, which, you know, it's all right. It happens. It's if you want the right exposure, it has to be like that. Got some grays that we can work off of, some dark industrial colors, kind of like a brownish look, grayish. We have some greens that we're working with, mostly blues. And then you have our foreground, which is just basic colors, just mostly like orange and yellow. But anyway, let's start with bumping up those shadows to like 40. Wow, that did a lot more than expected. Great. Is that a dumpster? No, we're good. That's a dumpster right there, but we'll cut that out in Photoshop. Everything I'm doing right now, though, will be for mobile users that take photos on their iPhone. So this hopefully will help out some of you guys with only access to a mobile device in Lightroom, though. I don't know how other programs will react. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn down those highlights a lot. Don't judge me. Same with the whites. You know, we'll drop them to like right there. For the blacks, you know, I'll bump those up to like 15, maybe 18. Yeah, 17 is probably like a good amount. Want to have some contrasting colors in there. Just do like, I like that. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good so far. Oh yeah, we're already starting to see a difference. Clarity, how much clarity do we want? Goodness gracious. Should I go off the deep end tonight? Go off the deep end and just... No, I can't do that. Alright, so we'll do like, just to add some depth, we'll do like 35. Put the dehazing at like 11. See if you guys had said anything yet. Wow. 1 like, thank you. I don't know who did that, but hello. Alright, back to work. Alright. Yeah, that's too much clarity still. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. Alright, next we're going to throw our dots here. I try to keep them even, but you know it doesn't happen like that. Remember, don't forget to do the tail if you like the way that looks. If you don't like it, then you don't have to do it, but I like it because it helps bring some like a film look to it. So I'm going to zoom in right here on those blacks right there, those dark ones. So you'll see too much, we'll cut it. So I'm at 10.2% and we're already getting some clipping right there. We don't want that. What's up, Carlos? Wow, those don't like to be brought up at all. All right. Almost there. Oh, what's up, man? Now I know. I know who you are. I know who you are now. Thanks for swinging by as always, dude. Appreciate it. This is for you, man. For those mobile editors out there, those busy bees. They don't have time to sit on a computer. But you could do this all in mobile. This is what I got so far. You could just check it out real quick. Zoom in. I haven't touched the exposure at all yet, which I should. So I'm going to bump up the exposure probably to like You know what? We'll do like probably like we'll just bring it up to 20 for now. Holy moly! That's 0.20, not 20. There we go. Yeah, this is what I got so far for the tone curve. Probably bring this up a little bit. Whoops. There we go. Let me see what that looks like. If we want to go dark, do you want to go a little bit brighter? Whoa. Whoa, look at the color. I'll probably go, like right there. I kind of like, actually, you know what? No. Whoa, what did I just do? All right. I like that. I like it pulled down a bit. Same with this, maybe. You know, I should show you guys the preset that I actually used for this. I'm trying to go after a different look though. We'll keep it at that for now until we adjust our levels. Actually, let's see what I did to it real quick. So this is the preset that I originally made right there. So let's look. Carlos, it's all right to underexpose, just not too much. I'll show you a photo that I underexposed severely. It's actually probably in this set somewhere, and there is some time to save it. Yeah, let's look what this one looks like. Yeah, this one's pretty dark. So this is another thing. I know you don't have a computer right now, but this is why getting a computer and a camera will help a lot, because you could shoot in a RAW format and you'll get a lot more color range than if you shot with just like a normal phone. So this is pretty underexposed right now. But I will show you how to fix that into this right here. So I'll try my best once it loads. See, so now we have this right here compared to that. So that's how dark it was, and then that's what it would look like after. So here, let's go ahead and get on that. All right. So I'll just start with this, just the preset in general. That's normally how dark. Okay, perfect. So it's all in the shadows, man. Don't be afraid to push those shadows a little bit. Not too much though, but you could dump those. For the highlights, I'll just take this highlight down just a little bit. Yeah, you could shoot RAW. RAW's the best format that you could possibly shoot in, just because you get more color range out of it. There is no like pre-selected like color. I would say. I mean, I'm not an expert at why you shoot RAW and why you shouldn't. It's just a better format to shoot in it. It's a bigger file for shooting wise for the photo, but it packs a lot more, I guess, like settings in it, to when you come into Lightroom you can edit them better. You won't get. I did notice before I shot RAW, I would get these random clipping up here, and it just wouldn't look. The colors wouldn't look quite right. But if you're on the phone, you can't bump stuff up as much as you could on a computer. But I'll try to find a workaround with that for you. If it starts clipping though, just in the end, just bring it down. So I don't know about the shadows. I don't know if the shadows could be too much for you, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you could push them and you'll be fine. For the whites though, I'm gonna take those down. I like the way this is looking so far. Kind of like a flatter image. So I'm gonna do something different than what I did with this one right here. I'm gonna go for a more, I guess, like duller, more focused look on just the overall photo. I'm gonna bump these up to like 30. Pull my exposure up to like, I'd do like 35. 35 is a good exposure. Anything more than that, you'll start getting some clipping in there. I think we're pushing something right there on the highlights. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So we'll just bring that back down to kind of balance it out, and the whites as well. I mean, it's still a little bit up there on the histogram, but you know what? Don't worry about the numbers. For the contrast, I'll just do like barely, you know, I'm just going to do like 10, maybe even 12 if you want a little bit more of a color range. And then for clarity, that's where you start getting those real defined colors, like the real defined body marks, not colors, my bad. So you'll start getting like the creases right here a lot more. There's more depth to each I guess like angle of the car. So if you want like a more flattened look, keep the clarity down to like a minimum. Probably do like 10 just to do some like definition. We'll try that out real quick. Yeah, see, that's not bad. That just kind of adds some more punch to the car. Let's see here. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to dehaze it a little bit. It'll add, yeah, too much effect. All right. Don't be scared of this. But I'm going to add my points real quick. All right. Whoops. Maybe I can zero this out. Flatten curve. Oh, no. It's all right. Let's go back in there and do it. I didn't like the way that looked anyway. Whew, there we go. Did it. Yes. All right. So first things first, get nice up close and personal. It's going to be kind of, you'll see this grain right here because I did shoot in low light. And I don't have a killer EOS R or Sony A7R III to combat that. So it is what it is. Your pictures will still look great because no one's really going to care about that. So you are going to want to watch for that clipping like that. You want to get it right before it starts clipping. So like 9.4 is going to do it just to add some nice color. All right. Normally I would do this first before I messed with the colors. Should have warned you guys before that, but well, we could fix those in the color as well. The color, what you want to call it, it's the selected HSL selectors. So we'll go ahead and take it right down to here. I like to mess with the saturations first because they make the biggest difference. I could have used a better one, but like, look at this. I can make the car gray if I wanted to. Super blue. So these have a lot of power. So with great power comes great responsibility. So for the oranges, I'll start first. Don't want to get off track. So I like to desaturate the oranges just right before they get to, like, before they get gray. Same with the yellows. So you'll see the yellows. So here's like the normal, and then you could just drop them down. I like, you know what? Let's just do like that. And so now we are stuck with the greens. So you want to be aware on what color is overtaking the shot right now. So we got greens and blues that are the most vibrant right now per se. And if you want to go for a certain look like I'm going for, so I'm trying to go for a more flattened look and a more kind of like subtle editing process instead of like a heavily edited process. I'd personally, I kind of want to make these oranges more like a red almost, like right there, and same with the yellows. I'm going to put those yellows more orange. See, that's too much. I kind of want like, let's see here. Yeah. Thank you. Can't speak English today. I like that. I like that. So kind of you get the nice blending of orange and yellow. So that's before, and then I drop them down to negative. What is that? Negative 36, and it kind of blends the orange and the yellows together because they go hand in hand with each other. So moving on from that, for the greens. Oh man, what did I do? What do I normally do? I normally drop the greens to like. I like the greens to like this color. And let's see here. I can drop the saturation in that actually, and I'm gonna go this way. You know what? I actually like this better. I think I normally do that. Yeah, that's what I normally do. So I drop the saturation on the greens a lot. Because the greens are, I mean, dude, who cares about the greens, honestly? I'm kidding. I love that they make a really good picture. And then, anyway, for the blues, I'm not going to touch these for now. We're going to stay in the saturation. So this, if you look at the sky, it'll have some effect on the sky. So we want to be careful with that. And then I'm going to actually do the blues first. So that's how much the blues will take care of this situation that we got going on. So be careful. You still want to keep the color of the car, and this is where it becomes tricky. So there's a couple workarounds you can do. Is you can just change the saturation of the car after you're done messing with the colors, but it takes a lot of time and it could turn out extremely bad, as in like color. You'll just miss the shot completely. So let's go ahead. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments. Just make sure you guys didn't say anything. Anyway, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna drop those just a tiny bit, and then for the blues, we want to maintain that color. So that's too much. I'm just gonna go just a tiny bit, like right there, so you could still tell that it's that nice like light blue color. And then we can do this as well. Kind of add a little bit more of like a sky blue up in there. Same with that. You don't want to tweak that too much, like barely. I mean, even negative 10's pushing it, but it's all right. So we get this nice like hue in there almost. Here, let me just do that. Yeah. So I brought down the saturations a tiny bit more for the sky, so the sky isn't like an abnormal blue. It looks normal. It's a normal kind of blue. What am I even saying? A normal kind of blue? Normal for this photo. There we go. Normal for this photo. And then I'm not even going to touch the purple and magenta. I never mess with those. I mean, they never really do too much to the photo unless you're working with like a red car. And those could be very dangerous if you're working with a red car. So don't even sweat it. Okay. Moving on. Maybe you guys got all this down here. I'll leave it right here for you, so you guys can kind of look at it and figure it out before I move on to the luminance. I will figure out how to get music on here soon. I want to get some lo-fi beats going. Maybe I can just play them through my computer. No, that's ridiculous. I'll figure it out some other time. All right, moving on to luminance. So this is what we got so far. So here I'll do a before and after real quick. So this is what we got, and then this is the before. So already a major difference in the photo itself, just by messing with the colors. So it's played in the background. Yeah, no, I want you guys to get like the full quality though. Maybe it's because I'm wearing headphones. Maybe if I took off the headphones, I can mess around with it a little bit more. Oh, you know what? It could have been because I had the volume all... Oh, no, wait. No, because I could still hear the music, but not through the audio player on the actual. OBS picks up all the computer sounds. My man, you know what? I'll mess with that after I'm done with this photo. When you guys go get a drink of water, and then, we'll start... before I start chatting a little bit more in the comment section, I just want to fully just mess up a photo. I never get to do that. I really want to just go to town on a photo. Just make it look terrible. I want to make it look really terrible. What not to do. and then I'll mess with the audio at that point. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take my headphones out. I think you guys can still hear me. Oh no, then you can hear my computer. Here, we'll just mute that. Oh no, wait. Just turn the music down on OBS. Here, maybe if I just do this real quick. Here. Do you do audio input capture or output capture? Real quick, Carlos. It says it's streaming something. Man, see, you learn a whole lot. We're problem solving tonight, boys and girls, if there's any girls. So this is what, wow, look at that. That's cool. It's like some Matrix stuff. Audio output capture. All right, so I'm just gonna do this. Device. I mean, I don't have a device. Okay. I mean, that's what I thought it was, but it's not. I mean, it's not giving me any other options. Here, I'm gonna turn up on my phone. Okay. Man, I'm not getting anything. But it's not. I mean, it's not giving me any other. Sorry, I'm listening to the stream on my phone real quick. Cause it's playing. It's going. It's playing for sure. What if I did this? Oh no, that's not gonna do anything. Audio output capture, come on. You gotta give me something here. Properties, maybe this will do something. If not, you know what, I'll just... Should pick up, maybe if I start recording. Aha, maybe that'll do something. Here, I'm gonna plug my headphones back in. All right, here, let's give it a listen real quick. Oh, do we have something? Try the in for fun. Okay. All right, devices. All right, should I do built-in input? There we go. I'll try that. All right. Nothing. I'm not getting nothing. I'm so stupid. Man. What is this? Maybe it's just for poops and gigs. Man. Maybe it's this one? I'm not getting anything. Yeah, no, alright. Alright, it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. We're gonna get back to editing because that's something I'm good at. I'm good at this. This works. Alright, back to the stream. Hit me up later. Mark is red. Nice. Thanks, Kevin. Alright. Yes, my mic is on. Can you not hear my mic? Oh no. Is my mic on? I really hope I just didn't mess up my mic. Can you hear me? I can hear it. I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but I can. Oh, you said music, not mic. Yeah, my music was on. But I mean, I can't figure that out, man. I'm not that smart. I need to call What is it? Geek Squad. That's what it is. I need to call it Geek Squad. Taylor, welcome back, my man. So this is the photo that we're working with right now. Just a quick heads up. I don't know why that's all the way up. I think I was just messing around. Whoa. Yeah, this is the before and then so far. But it's all right. It's all right. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. So the luminance is going to change how bright that color is actually going to be. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I mean, you obviously don't want clipping on the colors either. I mean, there's not a color that's really overpowering except for the green, and even then the green isn't even that bad. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. I don't really mess with this. The oranges I'll turn down. The yellows maybe brighten up. Yeah, I'm going to brighten up the yellows. Not the oranges though. I'm going to turn that down a little bit, and then just a tiny bit. There we go. For the blue, ooh, I kind of like that. For the blue, I'm going to turn the luminance down just a tiny bit. That looks really cool. All right. Now, this is going to help us out a little bit. So this is telling me that I have some noise going on. I'm going to bust that luminance probably to like 10. I don't think mobile users will have this. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of detailing it more. For the masking though, I'm going to bump that up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So that's going to determine how sharp the image is going to be and where. So before the masking, look at that right here. And then masking, I usually like to do like 95. That's nice. I'm going to remove some chromatic abrasion if there is any. Now, mobile users, you are not going to have this down here yet. I am like 99% sure you guys don't have it unless I'm blind and I didn't see it on there. But you guys aren't going to have this calibration setting. I think it's like the most important setting, but it's I think it's unavailable. I'm also going to turn down these blues a little bit more right there. I like that look better. And then I'm going to turn these down a little bit more. Yeah, Taylor, it's not there. Oh well, we'll make do with what we got. Shadows, I'm going to probably pull those up a little bit, or you can bump the exposure up to like 0.40. It'll kind of do the same thing. But this, before and after so far, now we're going to kind of go in. I like to keep it at like 21 to 23. But I'm just going to go in and color this. Here, I'm going to take that off so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to kind of color in this wheel. Bring out some of that nice tread if you can. Sometimes it's just so dark that you can't, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way that the picture is. So I used to care a lot about every detail, but what I learned is the blackness kind of adds a depth to the photo. You know, there's a time and a place for it, and sometimes the photo just doesn't want it. Like right here, I'll probably lighten this up a little bit, just so you can see the rear end a little. I'm not going to be really smooth about it, but you get the point. Also, probably like one of my favorite details is the Prius right there. That's genius. Prius. Nice. So this is what we got now. Take our gradient tool. Pull it up probably to like right about, I'd say like right about there. And then pull it up to right about there, so you're barely just touching the corner of the car. Everything's zeroed out. Then you want to bump up that clarity to like, I'll do 65. Yeah, there we go. And then for the exposure, you can either drop it. You know, I think I'm just gonna, hold on. Let me see what we got here. It's too bright. Too bright. I'm going to drop it down a little bit. There we go. Another thing I would say is don't worry too much about the numbers. They're just they can fool you sometimes. I would go based off of what you what looks right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to erase. Uh-oh. I'm confusing myself. There we go. All right. Now we can erase. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit so it's not as noticeable. See, I'm kind of getting a little bit too much right there. I'm just going to turn it down. There we go. Sweet. Pushing it, but not too much. Just adds that definition of light. All right. And now, I mean, there's just a lot going up here in the sky that's, I mean, it's just a little too blue for me still. But you know what? Maybe I can do this to get rid of it. Don't copy me real quick. I'm just doing something. Yeah, nope. I wouldn't even like if it was just a little bit. So we're just gonna leave the sky the way it is. I'm probably just tripping. Now, you guys know my biggest pet peeve is images that aren't cropped correctly. I mean, as in like edge to edge. For me, I like to have as equal as I can get on both sides. It's just something that I just get bugged. I have OCD and it just bugs me, you know, like this side only has from here to here, and then this side it's just like the highest point is like right from here to here. It's like double the size. I don't like that. That's a lot of gap. So we'll try that. And that should even it out. Yeah, boy. And then, you know what? I'm just gonna do this for poops and gigs as well. Brighten this up so we get that filthy sticker in there. That's cool. It's a nice little addition to this car, just to top it off. We could get more of this carbon fiber to pop, but there's not enough light for it to pop. So see how that adds? It adds a lot of just. It just finishes the car up if you do that, and you know. But anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and just pre-crop it for Instagram because I just like doing that, so I can see what my photo is gonna look like. You don't want to drop it down too much because then it looks like there's just no breathing room. Like that, it's a little low. I got too much going on up here, not enough going on in the middle, and not nearly enough going down on it right there. So I'm gonna probably bring that up to like let's see, we'll just do like right there. That should do it. Yeah. And then I just gotta fix the tilt a little bit. And I think that's pretty good for the most part. Just fix that a little bit more. And then that's what we got. Me just kind of eyeballing it. If I really wanted to take my time on it, I already had a preset for this photo, and you would just go in and adjust your settings to accommodate that. Like up here, I even have a little too much blue going on up there, but I'm not gonna worry about that. It's pretty close to what I did on this one. This one's just a little bit more flat. It kind of adds like a cool vibe to it. But anyway, I might do some close-up shots actually. I want to get this BMW up in here. It's really sick. I like this BMW. What is this photo looking like? Oh, that's pretty sick. I don't remember taking that. Do you guys want to know how to do some close-up detail shots? Some little tips and tricks on those? Because those could be pesky sometimes. You're not getting all the carbon fiber that you want to see, or not the right angle. Or you just want some extra pictures to throw into the set, but you're not really too confident on how to do some close-ups. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one I was just messing around on. Hold on, I gotta fix something that I just noticed. Oh, actually, I did fix it already. I'm just gonna turn this up to like 5, just for Dookie. This is a sick photo. I don't know why I didn't post this one. I like this one. It's really sick. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm getting some. See, this is still in my noob editing. Here, I'm going to fix this real quick. There we go. I think that's better. I can't tell because of my screen and my eyes are getting all funny on me right now. I'm just going to drop this down to like 10.2 just to be safe. There we go. It is sick, man. I like that. You know what? I'm going to go even lower. I'm going to go to like 9.8. Man, I don't know why I didn't save this here. I'm just going to fix this real quick. Turn that down. I like my aspect ratios for the Instagrams. I think that's pretty straight for what it is. I mean, the ground was pretty uneven and he wasn't all the way like aired out. You know what? No. Kind of tilt that a little bit. Who cares about that? What else? This was a really cool photo that I took as well. It got a little too dark, but your boy didn't want to pump those shadows up and the exposure up. See, and that's all it takes. He's not aired out all the way, but I didn't have enough confidence in that, so I didn't edit it. But now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Ooh, I could work a lot on that. I have an idea. All right. This is sick. I'm going to keep this the way it is because I'm just making sure we're not getting any clipping. Barely clipping. So I'm just going to, what do we have? Probably like 11 or 12, 11. Yeah. So I'm just going to turn that down to like 10.6 should do the trick. So this is actually really awesome. Sometimes you got to embrace the darkness. So I'm going to turn up the shadows just a little bit more. That didn't really do anything here. We'll just bump that up to like 56. And then you can come back in here and color everything and just, crop everything that you need to crop. That's tight. I dig that. I don't know what you guys think, but I dig that. That's really sick. That's a sick photo. And then I'm just going to do this really quick. Yeah, there we go. That's tight. That's tight. What if we did like something like this? No, too dark. All right, back on track. Sorry. Ooh, I did like a really cool gas station shot ever. My first ever gas station shot. I'm going to fix this up real quick too, maybe. Yeah, like look at those blues are just way off. I'll come back and fix that. See, look, I even didn't really know how to edit it at all. Here, I'll bring that back in. Yeah, I would just restart on this one, to be honest. All right. Maybe we could do this, maybe. That's really blue. That is very blue. I think I didn't mess with it. I think I just slapped the preset and called it a day. This is a cool photo. What is this one? That was all right. I kind of was just feeling a little artsy. This is like probably one of my like rough ones right there. I didn't do anything to that. I didn't do anything to this at all. I was just testing the presets on some photos, and if it didn't really look right, I wouldn't edit it. Here, let's try this, maybe. No. Yeah. Too much going. All right, so I'm going to go find that file real quick. Here. I'm just going to do that. So you guys don't have to see me scrolling through miles of files that I have just saved. Up close. Ooh. Yeah, we can work with this. Maybe this one. So I'm looking at the BMW photos. We have the Hellcat. What else we got? Got some Jeep photos. It's bagged photos. How's your guys' day been, by the way? Can't locate that file. No. Here, maybe I can develop these if it'll let me. No, it won't let me develop. I think I just crashed my computer. Some good locations in Roseville. Ooh. That's gonna cost you. gonna cost you a kidney. Some good locations. What Amber Alert, dude? See, I want to edit these. These are so sick. I know you guys haven't really... It's kind of out of my comfort zone, but they can't. Yeah, it won't let me edit these ones. Sorry for the black screen. Can't find the photo. I think I deleted those. Oh, I mean, dude, I'm not worried about spots. I mean, there's some that I won't, like the one where it's bagged. I won't share that location because it's one of my favorites, and not a lot of people even know about it. And if they do, if they find it, then sorry, I'm looking at photos. Is there a way to drop this? No, I don't want that extra window. Sorry, hold on, I'm talking to myself. I mean, dude, I'm not one of those guys that'll tell you that you can't look at, you can't, go to a spot because it's my spot. You can go to it. Oh, what's up, Andrew? Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. What the heck did I do? There we go. I found the photos that I want. That spot is sick. It is far away. Definitely worth it. Ooh. Alright, I just found a sick photo. Here, I'll turn this back on real quick. I think I might actually do this. Here, sorry. I made it wig out. This is a really cool photo. This is I just took this shot of a C10 a couple of days ago. These are my favorite trucks, by the way. I got a soft spot for C10s. Oh wow, hold on. I just realized a mistake that I need to fix. Erase. Whoopsies. There we go. See, no one has to know about that. No one has to know. Dude, Andrew, yeah, you need to get your G done, man. Dude, that was a puddle, man. It looks like a lake, but it's literally, it was a puddle, and I was like, I'm just gonna get you as close as I can. This dude, his it was pretty low. I don't know. Ooh, I should show you guys James. His James C10 is just out of this world. Here, I'll pull it up for you guys. Dude, I want to see your plans, man. I want to see what you're doing to your G. I love those cars. G's are so sick. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Sorry, I was finding James's C10. I have it in here somewhere. Got Summit's car in there. I lost the files to that though. I had to clean and had to go through my computer and clean everything because this thing's like a decade old. Not really. I got this Mac for like $250 and it slaps. I mean, you can, for what the age of it being a computer, it handles editing pretty dang well. Oh no, I got rid of the Super Shoot. Oh yeah, I had to get rid of a bunch of files because I didn't have an external hard drive to store everything, because there's just so much money and I don't have the money to spend on that right now. So instead I'm just killing my computer slowly by just breaking its back with all these files. But I will I will find James his C10 real quick, hopefully. You know, I might have lost it in the sauce. Peace out, Andrew. Alright, well, I guess I could show you guys how I edited that C10. Here we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Here, what's that one look like, the next one? It's all about those angles too. Alright, person or no person? That's the question. He's sitting in the car, or you know what? I'm gonna do it without the person because, you know, I just don't want to invade his privacy like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sifting through the numerous photos that I took. Yeah. Oh, I know it's black screen. I'm just looking through my files. It's embarrassing how many files I just have stacked upon each other. Don't follow after me. Alright, this is what we're working with. This is what we work with today. So it's pretty close to the other one that I took. I just spammed the shutter. Just so I get, you know, just in case if one's blurry, I could get a couple of them that aren't. But, so this is what we're going to be working with. Alright, so I'm probably going to use my It's Bagged preset. This is what your normal presets would look like. You got to go in and adjust. Ooh, this is actually pretty sick. I like this preset. It adds like a different depth to it. I'm going to pump those back up though. Yeah. Yeah, I dig that. I dig this. That's pretty sick already, just the way it is. I think I should just go to town on this thing. There we go. Just bump the clarity up. Alright, guys. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need is just 100% clarity. No. I don't even know. Let's see here. Where should I start? I'm gonna fix the light a little bit. Bump those shadows up always. I always like to underexpose. There's nothing wrong with underexposing, just don't underexpose too much. Like me. I like to underexpose a lot though. It's just in my style. How do I get all these people? Dude, it's just connections. Just go out there and just put your work out there. I mean, it's easier said than done, but just shoot people. If you see like a really cool car too, shoot it, because like they're gonna know friends, they're gonna know people that'll be like, oh, like my buddy has a C10, or I saw your post on my buddy's like story, and then like let's shoot. I mean, it's just like it'll sometimes I get a bunch of clients all in one week, like this week. I mean, I'm shooting my man Jamie's Hellcat again. He's like the best client you could like ask for. Such a good client. He's really cool. You should check out his Hellcat. It's the red one that I always edit, wide body. It is so sick. But he's like I mean, he found me through Victor, and I shot Victor's Hellcat, and Victor's Hellcat got posted on Dodge. And then Jamie was like, yo, dude, I saw your work. Like, let's shoot. And I'm like, heck yeah, man. Like, I got such a soft spot for C10s and Hellcats. Those are my two favorite cars. I just love shooting those cars. I don't know why. I mean, they're just so sick. Evos are really fun to shoot. I mean, every photographer is gonna have their own cars that's their favorite to shoot. But I mean, I'll shoot anything. It's just when someone hits me up that I don't know, and I see they have like a Hellcat or a C10, I'm just like, dang, those are really cool. I would say just like overall in general, just like my most favorite car to shoot would be a C10. because C10s are like a um C10s are like a reflection of the person's soul. Like, you can kind of tell who a person is and how he is just by the look of his C10, and they like to make a statement because C10s, like, you could do so much crap with them. It's just like, I don't know if you've seen James C10, check his out. His is just like packed with just so many details because everybody that owns a C10 that I've met, they just put so much into the build, and it's super sick. I just like it because they add their own little things to it that make the car kind of like have its own soul pretty much. So that was actually the inspiration behind this picture. Was C10s are a reflection of the person, and so I was like, sick. So kind of got a little artsy on this one, but without further ado, let's just edit this. Let's just get to it, and we'll chat some more too. I need to talk anyway. What's today? It's today Wednesday already? Dang. I just got a job at a new coffee shop, by the way. I love coffee, and coffee shop's sick. I love coffee shops. If you guys ever want some coffee, hit me up, and I'll treat you good. I'll make some real good espresso for you. I don't do those sugary drinks, though. I can't do that. I don't like sugary drinks, really. Unless it's a soda. I like sodas. But like the bougie kind, like from Trader Joe's. Those are pretty good. I mean, you guys have any other questions for me? Because other than that, I'll just kind of talk as I edit, and you guys can kind of just watch me and kind of follow what I do. I'm all ears. Or if you guys want me to like try something on here that you want, dude, let me know. I'll make it happen. San Pellegrinos, man, those slap. Those are so good. I drank so many. Yeah, the lemon flavor. I drank so many of those one time. I got a super fat stomach ache though. Like, they're dangerous. Like, they're literally like crack in a bottle. No joke. No exaggeration. Especially the lemon ones. I don't know what they put in them, but man, they get my stomach hurting so bad because I'll have like 4 of them. Whoa. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. What's like you guys talk to me. What's like the craziest, what's the craziest car you've seen in person? That's a good question. I feel like that's a pretty solid question. It's just, people build so many cool things these days. It's hard to find a build that just sticks out to you personally. Like, what's your favorite car in general? Like a car that you wish you could own but you don't. Mine would probably be an R34 on the way to work Sunday night. My man, dude, you gotta send me a photo of that. R34s are so sick in person. Supras too, man. Supras are just, I mean, never trust someone that doesn't like a GTR or a Supra, because something's probably wrong with them. They're probably a serial killer. Yeah, man, they're quick too. They are quick. I think my favorite car personally, that's like, obtainable financially somewhat. Man, I would have to say, I've been kind of looking at. I think it's hard because I have a lot of favorite cars. I mean, just in general, I think my favorite car is a 240. That's really generic, but they're like C10s, except for in Japanese. Like, anybody, like ones that are actually built really nice, they're really sick. 240s are nice. I had one, not anymore, but that's a story for another day. Sad story. Yeah, that's tight. GT3 RSs. Oh, you know what? My dream car is hands down an RWB Porsche. Those are, I say Porsche. Oh my goodness, I'm what is that? What do you say when people uncultured? No, but Porsches are RWB Porsche would be like, I would probably cry if I ever bought one and had them come out and build it. I'd probably just be too much of a girl to accept the fact that I have an RWB. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen one in person, but man, they're such a beautiful car. They're custom with a K. They are so sick. I'm gonna take some of the reds out of this. Man, what is going on? What did I do? I kind of don't like that, but at the same time I can fix it. But I might. Yeah, see, look at that. Looks way better. I don't even remember what I'm doing right now. What am I doing? Oh, I remember what I'm doing now. Don't get scared, Alex. We'll get there. We will get there. See, there we go. Now it's already looking better. Now it's already looking pretty good. Fix those blues. That's what it was. It was those blues, those pesky blues. So for this is, if you have a white car and it just has too much blue going on, I have a secret for you. But you have to pull it off. Like very well. You have to pay very close attention. All right. Very close attention. So I want to fix these oranges up a little bit, and then these yellows. Man, speaking of whistling Juice WRLD, that's so sad that he passed away. I mean, I didn't really listen to his music a whole lot, but I mean, 21 years old. Anybody that dies at 21 is just, it just hits you. Hits you in that spot that you don't want it to hit. It's a shame you gotta die so young. Don't do drugs, kids. I like this so far. Yeah. Okay, so here's the trick. Alright, you guys ready? Here's the trick. You gotta be very careful about it though. So you gotta get your brush. Alright. It's pretty simple. So what I'm gonna do first is just see what I'm doing. So you want to be able to have the red on. And I'm just gonna go like this. There's a method to my madness, I promise. It's a method to my madness. I think you guys can already guess what I'm doing. So I'm not even gonna try to stay inside the lines. I'm not even gonna do that. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so colored, try to stay with like an unreasonable amount, but you just want to color your car in. If you have a white car, it's a pain in the butt when everything else around it looks nice, and then you got a car that's just like white, and then you have to take out the colors, and then it looks super desaturated, and it's just, you just have a rough time editing because you really like the colors, but then the car reflects everything and anything. So sorry, my mom's messing around with my dog. It's funny. All right, click those shadows out of here. We don't want that. I'm gonna erase this. Now I'm gonna go back and just erase any excess reds that I have left, like this. I'm gonna get pretty close. Ooh, that's scary. Right, we can go back and add some more there if we need to though. But you want to keep it pretty tight, like right there. Like you don't want the reds to be like overflowing. You want them to be like nice and snug against the car. So I went into the windshield on accident. Oh well, it's okay. If it messes with it, I'll fix it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, I'm just gonna do this really quick. Whoosh. Oof, that was close. Alright, so I scribbled that out on the reflection. That's pretty close here. I'm gonna get a little bit closer right there. I'm gonna get the wheels. Actually, no, we'll leave the wheels like that as well. And I'm going to do the same to this top one, because I have to worry about a reflection too. Ugh. It's alright. I'll just try to speed this up really quick. I'm not going to be perfect. Actually, you know what? I am. You guys deserve to see the best. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to erase all this crap. I've been contemplating on hosting a meet. It's been kind of around in the talks. If I was to throw a meet, what would it be and where would I do it? Because I wanted to get private property. Kind of tossed around the idea of going to the Air Museum in Sacramento, the Airplane Museum, and hosting it there. It'd be like super exclusive. I would have like I would have a bunch of like really cool cars there. I would have like, you know, super modified ones, and you know, people could just pay a little bit to cover the fee of renting the area. So it'd be like a show, and I would base it more like around photographers instead of the cars. So the cars would still be a focus, but the photography would be like a main like attraction. So people, I would have the cars placed in such a way that you could photograph them and they would be like super aesthetically pleasing. And that's why I want to do it at the airfield, because it's aesthetically pleasing as well. So anyway, just an idea. What do you guys think about it? I mean, I've just been dabbling around a little bit and thinking about that. I mean, I would do it like after it stops raining, but yeah. So anyway, I have this all colored in now, and it's really easy. You're just going to want to turn that saturation down, and then you can just go back in and correct everything that you pulled the colors out of. So, oh no, I forgot I was already there. So boom. Now to add some more depth to it so it's not flat, just color in small details so people wouldn't notice. And I'm coloring it in. I'm not erasing it. I'm an idiot. There we go. I was like, why isn't it orange? So like this. So you're going to color this. You're going to erase that. I got to do it 2 times. Bless my soul. There we go. So see, that's going to start popping a little bit. You can get those reflections back in the headlights that are blue. You're just, you know, you're playing like an optical illusion pretty much. So where the picture's actually super desaturated, but no one needs to know that, because you're only desaturating the truck. And you're just going to bring out those colors. Taylor, I shoot like, I mean, it depends on the clientele, honestly. I try to shoot at least once a week, though, so I can just stay on my game. I mean, I would find, I have like a group of like 2 or 3 people that I will shoot on the regular just for practice, because they have really cool cars and they're always down to shoot. And I don't charge them, because they help me out with that. And they've been around since day one. So, just go out, and I like to go out and just test out new places or try something new. Like I did a shoot for Patriot Off-Road, and that was really fun because it was super out of my comfort zone, and it was really awesome that they let me swing by. So check out Patriot Off-Road. They're also doing a giveaway for some of their merch. Like they have shirts and some stickers that they're giving away, I think. And yeah, a car I shoot like probably once a week minimum, just to stay on my game if I don't have any clients, especially when it rains. And then sometimes I'll just bring my camera to random places and shoot some pictures. That's on a rare occasion, though, when I'm not busy. Normally when I was working, I just do this right now. But I mean, just take pictures of stupid crap, dude. Like honestly, you just want to mess around and get to know your camera really well. It's really good to get to know your camera. And I'm always down to have people tag along with me when I shoot, so they can kind of get a feel for what I do. All right. So as far as mobile editors, this is, I think, pretty much all you can do as far as like lighting, like messing around with it. and colors. But yeah, I'll crop it some more, and then I'll show you a little neat trick that you can get rid of this. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, just to get rid of unwanted objects. I could pop it open in Photoshop as well if you guys are editing on a computer, or the Photoshop on your phone will, help you do it by any means. But I know Photoshop on mobile is a pain in the butt. But yeah. Oh, got a question. How long is the average shoot? Oh man, it depends on the car. I'll get sometimes a shoot would be like an hour and a half. Or a shoot could go for 2.5 or 3 hours. Like it'll vary. I never charge hourly though, because you could just take your sweet time and then charge them like that. But I normally just do a flat rate. I just charge a flat rate for just me coming out there and shooting their car, because no matter how how advanced a phone will get, you'll never get to the point on what an actual camera can do. So I would say go out there, save up your money, and buy just a used camera. Like my camera's a Canon 6D. It's a professional grade camera. It's out of date for sure, but it does get the job done like very well. I'm gonna turn those whites down a little bit right there. So it's glass though. At least get a full frame camera, no matter what it is. Get a full frame. Never get a crop sensor, because you're not actually going to get the full potential of your lenses that you buy. So full frame is definitely a way to go. Sigma, the Art Series 35mm is my favorite lens. That's what I use for like 90% of my photos. And then I have an L Series 24-105. It's kind of old, but that's for like some more aggressive shots or for some rollers. Also, invest in some good CPLs. They're the circular polarizing lenses, and it's this thin piece of it's an addition that you put on top of your lens, and you can rotate it, and it'll cut reflections. So if you look at my photos, there's never usually any reflection, or barely any reflection, on the window itself, and it'll cut some of the sunlight out, so it'll make a more well balanced photo, and it'll get sharper. But anyway, I'm gonna fix the brightness on this a little bit. Probably do like 25, just a little bit, just to kind of fix it up a bit. But there's not too much colors to work around with right now. We got some oranges, some blues, and that's about it. There's not a lot we can really do. So this is the before, this is the after. I like that so far. Now we're gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna crop it to Instagram this time though. I'm just gonna keep it the full length. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do it. So you want to get this right here, the heel brush, I think it's what it's called. Spot removal. There it is. And you can change the size of it, obviously, but the smaller it is, I think the more refined and the less space it will take. So you're going to want to get that spot removal, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. It'll make your phone poop itself. It'll run very slow. So that is one downside to doing this. It takes up a lot of processing power, but if you do it on Photoshop, it doesn't take nearly as much. Sorry to adjust my mouse there, so it might be kind of crooked. And I have to do this in the reflection too, but I'll just do this. You guys get the point. So you're just going to want to draw that line, and what it'll do, it'll find a spot on the photo that looks just like it. And then I'm going to go in here. Oh, where's the brush? Yeah, see, I don't want that right there. So I'm going to actually try to get around that. Close enough. Close enough. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, there we go. That'll just kind of sum it up. There. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. But I mean, see it. I mean, I did it pretty well. Actually, they can't really see anything. So I mean, you could be really meticulous about it, and then you can get rid of that. But yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot. So now I'm gonna drag this up to here, just barely touching the tires as always. Zero everything out, and then bump that clarity up. Oh yeah. Put the brightness up on it. That's a little too much clarity actually for what I want. There we go. Sweet. Still kind of makes that punch down there. And then I'm gonna color in these wheels as usual, so we get some more of that tread on there. Doesn't make a huge difference, but definitely a noticeable. It's all in the details. See, look at that. Now we get to see the you know, I don't even know what those are called, honestly. But yeah, you get all the details under there as well. So I'm just gonna do the same to this. Just color in the wheels. I mean, obviously you could take more of your time on it. I'm just kind of doing it to show you guys. Boom. Like that. And then done. And that is the completed image right there. And then when you download it, it'll make it the full resolution, so it's not at all like kind of blurry, but this is what it will actually look like. So here, I'm gonna find some good detail shots now. Yeah, this is a cool one. Alright, I'm gonna do this one. Hold on, I'm gonna remove the presets, reset all settings. Alright. Oh yeah, Carlos, I didn't do the bottom wire because I'm too lazy to do that. You guys get the point. This is probably one of my favorite shots from the shoot. Just small details like this, like what I was saying about the C10s, people just like it. Here, I'm gonna turn that on real quick. I see all you guys now. Here, I wish I could split this up better, but I can't. But this is a sick photo. So this is actually an exhaust pipe that's right by the step side. And I got it while it was running, and I got some smoke. So I'm actually gonna slap the it's bagged edit on top. And oh, can I bring it over? No, I can't. No. That's my secret editing though. You guys can't look at that one. That one looks pretty cool too. This is a really cool detail shot. For these, you could just slap that clarity up though. It makes a really cool effect on up close shot. When it's up close like that, just you can crank that clarity up so high, it adds some really cool depth to the photo. Turn that back up, bump those shadows a little bit more, turn those whites up a bit, highlights. You know what, I like that right there. That's cool. Turn the contrast down probably like 20. Take my brush again, just the brush just to clean up some of the darker areas. But see, I mean, that's all you really need to do. It's a very desaturated color though. Colors preset. Add some gradient. Clarity. This I'll probably turn the exposure up just a little bit to add some dramatic effect. But honestly, I mean, that's all you need to really do. I mean, you can go in Photoshop and clean up some of the dirt on here, but I like that. But I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and then I'm going to try to figure out my audio, and then I will be back on at 8:30. So if you guys want to see me edit some pretty good up close photos, I'm going to go dig around for them. If you want to see some up close photos, though, I will be back on at probably 8:30. So hopefully I will see you guys then. But in the meantime, thank you for swinging by and checking out my live editing session. I appreciate you guys supporting me. It means a lot. But oh yeah, Carlos, perfect timing. But I will be back at 8:30. So tell me what cards you guys want to see. Like, go on my profile and I can show you how I edited my Jeep. That's pretty cool. But I mean, if there's a car on there you want me to edit next, I'll just leave this live stream up for a second so you can comment. But or I mean, just DM me on Instagram. That probably works a little bit easier for you guys. So if there's another car you want me to see or you want me to edit, ooh, better idea, I'll edit your photos and send them to my email. My email should be in my bio. So just email me your photos and I will edit them myself and see what kind of different styles I can get out of them. I'll try something totally different than what I'm actually showing you guys. So yeah, just send me your photos of your cars, or you can just send me a drive file. So like, set up a Google Drive account, turn link sharing on in the settings, and then send me the photo files of like 1 or 2 of your photos of your car, and then I will go ahead and edit them myself. So without further ado, I will see you guys in about 12 minutes. So thanks for swinging by. Go grab a quick bite to eat, and I will see you again soon. Send me pictures of your guys' cars too. By the way, do it. It'll be much appreciated, so it'll give me something new to edit. So anyway, guys, I appreciate the support once again, and happy Wednesday night. When we come back, I think I'm gonna do some story time. So yeah, laters.